I'm a combat veteran, I'm a husband, and I'm a father. And I've spent years learning how to push through stress. Most days aren't dramatic. Most days are just normal life. Work, family, responsibilities, trying to keep moving. And I've gotten pretty good at it. But pushing through stress isn't the same thing as improving how you carry it. And I've never actually tested whether I could. So, for the next 30 days, I'm wearing this every single day. It's the Sens.ai headset, brain training, and neurofeedback. The company talks about focus, recovery, performance, and mental fitness. Sounds interesting, but I'm not here to repeat marketing claims. I'm here to answer one question. If I use this every day for 30 days, will I notice a meaningful difference in real life? Not just in the app, not just on a chart. In real life, can it help me feel calmer? Can I focus better? Am I more patient? Do I bounce back from stress faster? Do I feel more present at home? Because that's where this either matters or doesn't. I'm John. This is Operation Baseline. I'm a cybersecurity engineer, so I'm used to investigating problems. You don't just guess, you look at the evidence. You check your assumptions, you document what happened. Then you make the best decision you can with the information you have. That's what I'm doing here, except instead of pointing the process at a network, I'm actually pointing it at my own head. At the end of 30 days, I want one honest answer. Did this actually add value? Did it help enough to keep using? Or was it interesting, but not meaningful enough to stay in my routine? Today, we established the baseline. Two quick things before we go further. This isn't medical advice, and I'm not a doctor, clinician, or scientist. I'm documenting my personal experience, and this isn't sponsored. Sens.ai didn't pay me, and they didn't send me this headset. I bought it. Now, let's get into the data. Here's the part that looks boring, but it's the whole point. Everything I claim over the next 30 days gets measured against these starting numbers. This is the before. The first baseline is Sens.ai's GeniusPulse assessment. That's their brain reaction and processing test. It gives me a starting measurement before I've built up any real time on the headset. I'm not going to pretend I fully understand every number yet, and I'm not going to overstate what one test means, but it's a starting point. On day one, here were my GeniusPulse results. The main takeaway, my baseline isn't terrible. Some areas like accuracy and reaction time are actually pretty solid, but others, especially my overall processing speed, have room to improve. Something to compare against later, I guess. The second baseline is the How We Feel app. That's where I'll log my emotions each day, not just good or bad, but what emotions are actually showing up, how often, and what time of day, and whether any patterns start to change over the experiment. And day one gave me plenty to log. It didn't start great. I only got about 5 hours of sleep, and my first check-in was annoyed and restless. I also noticed something I've felt before. When I'm stressed, I sometimes feel it physically, such as tightness or burning in my chest. Here's what I logged on day one. After my first Sens.ai session, I wasn't suddenly happy, but throughout the afternoon, my mood gradually shifted from uneasy to pleased, and by the end of the day, I was actually feeling successful. Again, none of this proves anything yet. It's just day one. But that's the point. This is the baseline. This is where I'm starting. Now, I'll repeat the process and watch for patterns. Then I'll show the early experience, the middle of the experiment, and then finally the evaluation after 30 days. So, what would make this worth it? 3 things. First, consistency. Did I actually use it enough to give it a fair shot? Second, patterns. Do the emotional logs or daily ratings show meaningful change over time? And third, the big one, real life impact. Do I feel calmer outside of the session? Can I focus better? Am I more patient? Do I bounce back from stress faster? Do I feel more present at home? Because that's where this either matters or doesn't. At the end of 30 days, I'm not asking, was this cool? I'm asking, will I keep using it? Would I spend money on it again? Would I tell someone else to look into it? Or would I say, interesting idea, but not meaningful enough for me to continue? That's the decision, and I don't know the answer yet. So I'm going to test it, I'm going to document it, and I'm going to let the results be whatever they are. Maybe it helps, maybe it doesn't. Maybe the answer is mixed. All of those are acceptable. The only thing I don't want to do is pretend I know something I don't. In the next video, I'll show you what the first stretch of the experiment actually felt. Was it easy to stick with? Did I notice anything early? Did it feel useful? Did it feel annoying? Or did it feel like nothing at all? I don't know yet, but we're going to find out. If you want to follow along, please subscribe. Not because I have the answers. Subscribe because we're going to ask better questions, document the process, and see what actually happens. Every experiment starts with the baseline. I'll see you at the next checkpoint.